Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Hootmoney here with another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be talking about the Trump and Dump stocks, DWAC, PHUN, and a few others. There's two others that I just don't have the names off the top of my head, but those two were the main ones, PHUN and DWAC. Now, they recently gave options to DWAC, which I think was the main proponent in driving down the price, especially when we get into the options flow on this stock. It's going to be crazy. That's going to be towards the end of the video. For now, we're going to do some technical analysis. We're going to talk about catalysts, risks involved with buying these stocks, and we're just going to see where we might think that this stock might go in the future. There's also hefty short interest data as well, so we'll be talking about that as well. Anyways, let's just get right into the charts. As you guys can see, we have DWAC right here. It rallied up like crazy the first day the news came out. Just look at this volume. It was the most insane volume that I've ever seen in my entire life. Everyone wanted a piece of this. Every single Republican in existence wanted to buy this stock, even if they're not like an avid stock market user. But you can also see that it pretty much topped out here. It was trying to use this 25 moving average as a support level as of yesterday, but it broke down below, and that would have been the sell signal, because you break down below, you close below the 25 moving average on an uptrend, there's likely some more downside risk. And then right here, it used the 25 moving average as a resistance point, and it fell down at market open. So it's probably going to be using that 25-hour moving average pretty closely. You can also see right here was when the MACD converged into a downtrend, and I mean, if you would have sold here, it wouldn't have been a great move just because it was at 91. You could have sold it for a lot higher, 120. It's up to you guys when you want to sell or when you want to buy. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, but you can now see that the 25 and the 50 have crossed, which is showing a little bit more of a downtrend. But this doesn't even show what has happened with the options on this stock. It's absolutely ridiculous. And it's funny that we got down to about $58 per share because there was absolutely huge, weird open interest in the $55 put options on this stock. So the fact that it's down to 57 now after opening at around what? It was around 90. That's a huge sell-off, and the open interest on those put options was absolutely insane. We can look at PHUN here as well. It follows the exact same trajectory, right? It goes up. This one went up a bit too high, all the way to $24 a share, but it's pretty much followed the exact same trajectory. I mean, look at this stock. They're pretty similar. And the same thing happened. It closed right below that 25 moving average right here, and then it sent it into a downtrend. I mean, DWAC is going to be basically the index of Trump stocks. The technical analysis is going to work the best on these stocks, and then we're going to have laggers like PHUN, but we also have Mark. Mark was a huge pump and dump, right? A Trump and dump, as I like to say. Mark is actually has one of the highest short squeeze risks too. It's ranked number 10 on the short squeeze leaderboard for Fintel. This one also has options. So Mark and DWAC now have options. And if you guys watched my first video on this stock, I said as soon as options are released for DWAC, it would go down. And little to behold, we got options right here on 10/25. It was the first day that the stock actually dropped at open, and now it's gone over 50% to the downside ever since we got options. And I can't wait to show you guys the options flow on these stocks. It's ridiculously insane. So anyways, without further ado, if you guys wanted to check out this technical analysis software, this is WeBull desktop. They also have it on mobile, so iOS and Android, and they're running a promotion which I'll throw on the screen right now. You can look at it for yourself with your own eyes right here. They're giving away up to $300 if you just open an account, and then an additional $2,000 if you deposit any amount of money on their platform. So if you deposited even $1 on their platform, you can get up to $2,000 in free stock. And it's amazing with technical analysis, and it's the best on your phone as well. This weekend I was away from my computer. I was still posting technical analysis because I was using my phone and I was using the tools on my phone on WeBull. So you don't even need to have a huge portfolio here. You can just use it for the tools that they provide, and it's definitely worth it in my opinion. And you can also buy cryptocurrency, which has been running lately. Shiba Inu is a cryptocurrency token that is rumored to go on Robinhood, and it rivals Dogecoin. So there's going to be a lot of volatility in that one. So if you wanted to trade something like Shiba, you can use this software, WeBull, and do it. So check that out as well. I think there's going to be an anticipation rally for Shiba until it gets released on Robinhood. And yeah, with that, let's get right back into the video. Check it out with the links below. Anyways, we got right here Hootmoney.eth. This is my Twitter profile. As you guys can see, I'm talking about my trades. I'm going 3x leverage on Cardano. I'm talking about Shiba. I'm talking about Dogecoin. I'm talking about Progenity. Every single thing that is on my mind, I tweet about it on Twitter. So definitely check out my Twitter. But I digress. Let's get into some of the short interest data. So just the other day, we were seeing DWAC have a lot of short interest, and now it's down to 26% utilization. It was near 98%. Now, the data here is not the best. As you guys can see, there's no estimated current short interest. There's no estimated current short interest percentage of free float. They're only pretty much measuring the returned shares and borrowed shares. So they don't have the actual data. So I wouldn't pay too close attention to any of the statistics besides maybe like the cost to borrow. I mean, obviously short interest didn't increase 100% today. That doesn't make any sense, but cost to borrow is pretty high here at 28%. 29%. Now again, I don't know how accurate this is because just the other day, just yesterday, this was at 100%. So maybe it's a lot easier to borrow the stock now that it's down. But again, the data is so minimal. We just don't have the data for me to give you an accurate prediction here. Anyways, we have Fintel right here. They have more shares available to be shorted than they had about 8 hours ago. So this could also be a reason why that cost to borrow has gone down. You can see that it's now at 36% on Fintel from 92% as of 4 hours ago, and just 3 days ago was at 110%. So clearly there are probably more shares available to be shorted now that the stock has gone down a good amount. You can also see right here that the combined short volume ratio is over 55% each and every single day. Now, this is not taking into consideration today, and the unusual whales data will prove that with just the sheer amount of put options that were placed. But now that the price is down a bit, I assume this short volume ratio will be going down with the price. Anyways, we got the unusual whale options activity. We're doing $10,000 in premium or more. We're doing ask side only, so it's only the straight buying of calls or buying of puts. Look at how crazy this is. They're going so deep in the money on the puts. They're looking at 165 as a strike price. This price only touched 175 like once. It was pretty much under $120 a share. So they're going pretty deep in the money with these put options, and you're just looking at the flow. It's so bearish. Oh wow. And then there's also tons of open interest right here on the $55 strike. You see it here, here, and we also got that close at around $58 per share. So the fact that there were so many orders for the $55 strike price for the put options just seems like kind of like a collusion, and we end up at $58 per share. I mean, yes, there are plenty of smart traders here because they're all whales. They all put in, look, this guy put in $94,000 into the trade. This person put in $137,000 into the trade. So they're obviously smart people if they're betting this much money, but at the same time, the fact that they're going so deep in the money, that's artificially adding short interest, obviously, and also just doing 55. The manipulation doesn't stop here in the meme stocks. The manipulation is clearly coming over to the Trump stocks as well. And right before close, there was just huge amounts of premium, $656,000, $429,000 right before close. And don't even get me started on all these other ones. $165 strike price, very deep in the money. They are shorting the heck out of DWAC with options. And this is why I said you should probably sell before options are released. right here probably would have been the smartest place to sell in hindsight. Obviously, hindsight is 2020, but options are being released. The price will be manipulated. And as you guys can see, this is the first time we really got a huge sell-off into open on this stock. And the sell-off has continued as people keep pushing the price down with all of these put options. And if we just show the charts, you guys can see it's 90% bearish premium. And they're being greedy, going for that 11/19 November expiration date. And the strike price they're going for, the 60, the 55 had huge, and also the 165 strike price. So this one right here was the highest open interest by far, and this is the closest you'll get to actually shorting the stock. So 165 as well as the 2022, you're basically shorting 100 shares of the stock. And this is exactly how people add short interest when there are no shares left to be shorted. And it's blatant manipulation, and this is why I will always give the warning for a stock that's running before it has options to sell out of it before they get options, because they're putting options in there for a reason. There's a reason that they expedited the process and put options in 2 days after this stock started running. It's because they need to push the price down, and they do it through derivatives. Anyways, here is the dark pool volume. You guys can see that the dark pool volume was absolutely ginormous on the run up, and now it has cooled off just a little bit. Maybe now that there's options, there's less need to have all this dark pool volume, because dark pool is another way to control the price. But you'll probably see this die down as the price comes down, and always when the price comes up a lot, then the dark pool volume always tends to increase with the price going up a lot. And what they can do is that you'll have this level 2. You see this level 2 right here? So they can place their buy order on the dark pool, right? You can buy a stock on the dark pool, but then you can place a huge sell wall on the level 2 on the lit market. So then the actual market will be like, whoa, look at that sell wall. And then the bid ask spread, which is right here in the middle, that will end up going away from that sell wall. So that's how prices are manipulated with dark pool, and that's likely why the dark pool volume was up on DWAC's run up. Anyways, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. There's pretty much no telling where this thing can go from now on out. You have to remember that Truth Social, the company that DWAC is merging with, isn't even going to be operating until early 2022. So at this point, it's no fundamentals and it's pure speculation. Also, the volume has been dying down on some of those other stocks, and they have options on the stock as well. So there are plenty of ways for the market makers, the hedgies, the people that we don't like here on this channel to control the price of DWAC. So that is definitely a huge risk. And the fact that we're seeing that insane bearish premium, some of the most bearish premium I've ever seen on a stock, just shows that it's likely got some more downside risk, unfortunately. And this wouldn't be happening if there was no options available to be traded. They're only adding this short interest. They're only suppressing the price this much because they're able to load up on put options. It's almost like a reverse gamma squeeze. When you buy enough call options, you get a gamma squeeze to the upside. When you buy enough put options, it goes the opposite way. You get that gamma squeeze to the downside. So that's what's going on in DWAC right now. In the future, if a stock does not have options, be very careful once they do add options, because the same thing happened with CEI or Camber Energy stock in the past. So be very careful. If it doesn't have options, it can rally, it can continue to rally, but as soon as they add those options, they're going to try their hardest to suppress the price through the derivatives market. So that is a huge risk, and that's pretty much what I wanted to highlight in today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, I kindly ask you guys leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more, and hit that bell down below as well so you never miss a beat here on this channel. I now go live at market open, so at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live. So if you have those post notifications on, you won't miss a beat. I also post it on my Twitter and on my Discord, so you can follow me on Twitter or join my Discord as well, and you'll also never miss a beat here on this channel. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys wanted to check out that charting software that I was using, that was WeBull Desktop. You can get it on your PC, but you can also get it on your iOS or Android mobile device. you can get up to $2,300 in free stock if you deposit at least $1 on their platform, and that now ends at the end of November. So it's worth checking out. You only really need to deposit $1 on their platform to do it, and yeah, you can get up to $2,300. So check it out. Links are below in the description or pinned comment section, and that's about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.